Hello and welcome to the Criticulus. I'm the Monk, and today we are in Empire of Sin. So this game has just released today. Hopefully I'll get this video out tomorrow, so this will be the day after release. I just wanted to get out some really quick gameplay of the game, so you guys can see that I am playing it, I am covering it. I'm going to be working on a review on this game, hopefully. It depends how much time I can put into this game tomorrow, but I'm going to try and get this review done as quickly as possible and then actually get into the nitty gritty of this game. This is the game that I've been looking forward to playing for a very long time. But I figured that I would just share some gameplay with you and see what's what. Now, at the moment, from the off, the game looks good. You know, it's got some really good nostalgia music to it. I haven't played a good Mafia or Godfather game for absolutely years. Now, Mafia 3 came out a while ago and I wasn't a huge fan. Mafia 2, on the other hand, was bloody awesome. You know what, though? Around 20 years ago, I'm really not too sure when, but a couple of games came out called Godfather on the console. Now, they were good Mafia games. So much so that I completed them 3 or 4 times over. Really loved those games. You know, finding all the legendary weapons and all that sort of stuff was a hell of a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this game. Also, I played a game on the PC for absolutely years called Godfather. So I've got a lot of experience playing Mafia games. So definitely looking forward to actually stepping in and playing this and seeing how it actually plays. So at the beginning of the game, I had to pick a boss to actually start this game with. So I have gone with this guy. I've enabled tutorial. Obviously, I've never played this game before, so you know, although this is going to be a tactics, you know, turn-based shooter game, there's going to be a lot of mechanics in this game that I don't actually know. So therefore, that is why I have got tutorial mode activated. So I figured that I'd be able to actually, you know, learn some bits and actually know what the hell I'm doing in this game. This game is one of those ones where it's a management system game. There is a lot to go through. It isn't just a, you know, like for instance, Gears Tactics came out not long ago. It came out this year. It came out on consoles not long ago as well. I had my first chance to play it just a couple of weeks ago, and that is a very, very simple tactics game. Now, it's a good tactics game. It's solid. It's probably more complete than what I'm gathering this game is. But this is very, very in-depth with a lot of different systems rolling off the bat. I know that for a fact. You know, I've seen a few videos on this game already. I've seen a few trailers and the developers talking and stuff like that. So it's definitely one of those ones that I'm looking to get into. I'm looking to see just how in-depth this game goes. I like the fact that you can zoom out of the map as well. That's an interesting thing. But at the moment, all of the combat seems very basic. Now, this little move here, oh, it's a blinder, absolute blinder and an instant kill. So not bad. It's actually the whole reason I chose this boss. When you choose your bosses, you can see that they've got special abilities. I saw that this guy had basically a Lucille. So, you know, I'm a Walking Dead fan, so why not? Bit of a baseball bat to the head. Love it. So it looks like we are taking on our first racket. The mayor offered us a little job, basically. You know, he said, hey, listen, you know, these guys, they've been a pain in my ass. Can you go down, sort them out, here's some cash, take a racket, voila, become a boss. So that's what I'm doing. I'm becoming a boss and clearing out this place. Once it's cleared out, boom, racket is mine. I feel like the controls are a little bit clunky. I'm going to have to go into the settings to see if I can slow down just how fast my cursor is moving across the screen and how fast the camera's rotating. It feels a little bit too fast for me. So I'm going to need to turn that down, see if there's an option to actually turn that down. Now, this game was actually made by a legendary production company or you know, developer. So I'm expecting big things from this game, to be fair. And if you think about it, you know, there hasn't been a gangster game released for quite a while, so it's going to be interesting to see how this is received. I hope that it is really well perceived, and I really do hope this game is not full of too many bugs. I'm sure it will be. It will have some bugs in it, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad. That was a little bit weird, wasn't it? He fell to the floor and then sprung straight back up. Little bit of jelly leg action, and back down he went. I like that the tutorial is voiced. Now, they could have just gone text for this, and I wouldn't have liked it anywhere near as much, but I do like that the tutorial mode is voiced. I think these sort of games, you know, it just... I'm a lazy gamer, you know, I like things to be just explained to me, and so I can do it, you know what I mean? Minimal effort. So yeah, that is quite nice that it is fully voiced. So there's definitely some bugs in this game already, you know, visual, you know, the mechanics are a bit clunky, maybe not as polished as maybe I expected. I guess I expected this game to be quite polished, but maybe, you know, if you think back about it, it doesn't seem to be something that is on high priority list for games today, which is a bit of a shame, really. Bit of a shame that games like this released with, you know, so many obvious visual flaws. You'd kind of expect them to want it to run a little bit smoother than it already feels like it is. Now, maybe you guys can't see it from your perspective because, of course, you're just watching my video. But, you know, from my controls, when I'm moving around the screen and engaging in combat, that's just what I'm feeling. But this game is going to be a big game, and there are 14 bosses, which means possibly 14 or more playthroughs to see how that plays out. And I'm looking forward to doing each and every one of them.
Understood. I got it.
So this is my first little speakeasy, which is pretty nice. I'm not entirely sure what speakeasy is. Going to have to Google that and actually come up to terms with a load of these things. But at least we got one. We got one business already. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad.
And they're looking for work. As your empire grows, you'll gain access to bigger and better hired guns too. Understood.
I do think it's a shame that you actually start out as the boss. Now, I knew you were going to anyway, but I quite like the idea of raising up through the ranks. But I guess you're kind of like raising your family up, you know, which is another good thing. So it's time to recruit some squad members. All right. I wonder how much of a bigger squad you can have. I saw somewhere around that you can have 10 people in your little crew, you know, your personal hit squad. If you could have 10, that would be a big number. I'd be very happy with that. Normally, you know, a lot of these games are reduce you to just a few, you know, just a handful. I think Wastelanders 3, that came out earlier this year, you could only have 6 controllable characters in that game. You could have a lot of, you know, extra people, but yeah, you could only actually control 6.
You know, speakeasy isn't gonna last long without alcohol. It's the resource that makes your world go round. I'm on it.
Okie dokie, look at that. So we've got both of these new characters now. That's not too bad. So we've already got a little crew running. Oh, I like this. Check that out. So these are all the little boroughs that you can go in. I've started off in Little Italy, which is pretty cool. I like the idea of taking over Little Italy. To be fair, going back to Godfather days and all that. The Corleones. I think, yeah, I'm definitely sure I'm going to enjoy this game. Map looks pretty big, but I feel like it's made in boroughs. You see how like some of this like almost it's whited out, but It might as well be blacked out. I don't think that's interactive tiling there, is it? So we've got to go here now. Yeah, I like this. You see, I also heard that a lot of the game can actually be played, in the zoomed out world. So you can, move around your cursor where you want your crew to run and stuff like that. You don't actually have to see street level. Of course, I like street level. I think it looks really good, actually. It looks a lot better than I thought it would. And the zoom in and out seems to work a lot better than I thought it would as well. But guys, I think I'm going to leave it here. I've just interacted with another battle. I'm sure we're going to see lots of battles and fights and sit-downs and everything over the next few weeks. Like I said, I will try and get a review out to you guys as soon as possible. This is just a little gameplay very early on, straight, beginning of the game sort of gameplay, so you guys can see that I am on it and you guys can see exactly what this game has to offer, so that you can decide whether to buy this game or not. Like I said, I will try and have this video out very, very soon. If you enjoyed this footage, please give us a like, or maybe even think about subscribing. That way you don't miss out on more content just like this. That way you don't miss out on the review and more content on this very game as well. Anyway, I have been a Monk and we've been across Clueless, and guys, I will see you in the next video real soon. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed.